Turn to your right. Go straight back towards that open door. We're actually going to stand in front of that glass for a moment. Stand right there. I'm going to take your handcuffs off you. You're going to have a seat in this room right in front of you, okay?
Can I please have access to my phone?
Not right now.
Before I do, like, the paperwork, whatever, like, am I allowed to have access to my phone?
Right now, I'm going to process you through. I'm going to read you a form and give you the opportunity to take a breath test, okay?
Okay, well,
Go ahead
the
and have
thing
a
is, I need to talk to my mom. Like, I'm sorry, but, like...
Have a seat in there. Alright, Julie, I'm going to read you this form. I'm going to read you that top portion. That's for you to follow along. This is the consequences of test and refusal, revised code 4511.
See, like, can I call my mom first, though?
Why do you need to call your mom?
Because moms know best in every situation.
Okay.
And I would love to call my mom.
Well, I'm going to read you this form, okay?
Okay.
You are now under arrest for operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, a drug, or a combination of them. I'm going to go to the next paragraph there.
Okay.
If you refuse to take any chemical test required by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you take any chemical test required by law and are found to be at or over the prohibited amount of alcohol, a controlled substance, or a metabolite of a controlled substance in your whole blood, blood serum or plasma, breath or urine as set by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you take a chemical test, you may have an independent chemical test taken at your own expense. What that means is that I'm going to ask you for a breath test today. If you were to refuse that breath test, you would be suspended for 1 year. If you were to test over the legal limit of .08, you would be placed under a 90-day suspension. Okay?
Okay, so first thing...
Oh, no, that's not the right person. That's
Within the preceding 20 years.
That's if you have a prior conviction, it increases the penalties. This is Julia.
It says if you...
Julia. Okay.
It says within the preceding 20 years you will be under arrest. Was me in handcuffs,
No.
was that under arrest? Or no?
No, you're already under arrest. You're misreading the form there.
Okay, so how...
The very first sentence is you are now under arrest for operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, a drug, or a combination of them. All right. If you have a prior conviction in the previous 20 years, there are increased penalties if you are convicted of it. But you don't have a prior one, so that does not apply to you.
It says 20 years you are now under arrest.
Yeah, if you have a prior conviction in the last 20 years, you would then be charged with state OVI.
It says 20 years you are now under arrest.
I understand that. The whole thing says if you have a prior conviction of OVI or operating a vehicle under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance or under state or municipal law within the preceding 20 years, you are now under arrest for state OVI. All right? But you don't have that, so you are not under arrest for state OVI. You're just under arrest for the regular OVI.
Okay, see, I didn't know the difference.
Okay.
Okay, I apologize.
With that in mind, would you like to give a breath test today?
I would like to call my mom.
Okay.
If that's okay. Is that okay? I'm sorry.
Call your mom. I'll check on you in a minute.